Let me guess. Crystal came running right over to tell you.
So I guess this means you've forgiven her?
I don't know if I have or not. But running away isn't the answer.
Marissa, there's something you need to know. This was all my fault. Crystal was forced to make this terrible decision because of me. Now, I wish I could tell you that you and Babe were conceived out of love, but that just wouldn't be the case. I mean, the fact is, I was a cocky young med student. Crystal was a vulnerable young woman. We were drunk at a party. In the morning, I couldn't even remember her name. And
look, I'd love to hear about your conquests, but I'm kind of busy.
All right, look, please, just hear me out. As I look back on all this now, I can't help but realize that if I hadn't been such a selfish jerk, that if I had had the decency to at least pick up the phone, I could have prevented so much pain.
Look, David, I'm not upset, okay, about the way things turned out. I had two incredible parents, a great home. I was really lucky.
I have done such damage to so many lives. The hatred I feel for some of the people in this town who have lined up against me has driven me to do some pretty unspeakable things. Take Adam Chandler. I can't stand the man. So much so that I was willing to put him in a coffin. And his brother ended up there instead. What a shame. Why does it all have to be so hard?
So, you think we can do it? Be a team?
I'll sure as hell try. I came back to this family to figure out where I fit in with the Chandlers. Do you even consider me a real Chandler, or am I just some kid that Stewart adopted?
That was just a cheap shot that I'd use if I felt like I was losing.
J.R. Chandler gets insecure?
Rarely. Very rarely.
You know, if we keep getting along like this, your dad will be right. My father's death really will have meant something. So? Brother?
Brothers.
Where's Colby?
Oh, she left. Listen, the service was beautiful, Adam.
Well, it's over. Stuart's gone. He'll never be walking through this room again with overalls covered in paint, his collar messy, just to say hello. It's kind of simple, selfless gestures. But I took them for granted.
You and Stuart were as close as brothers could be.
No. No, I dismissed him. I ridiculed him. My own brother. I'll never forgive myself.
Let me tell you something. When my mother died, I felt the same way. I was very sad, of course, but I also felt guilty. It took a long time, but finally I realized that where my mother was, where my mother is, there is no bitterness, and there is no anger. And she's in a much better place now. We are in a better place now. And I know that you will come to feel the same way about Stuart.
I was awake all night last night, thinking. First time in months I could think. And I realized just how much you have done for me, Erica. It's been extraordinary, thank you.
Well, I've been a friend, huh?
I depended on you far too much. I'm not the kind of a man who depends on other people.
And I'm not the kind of a woman who puts her own personal projects on hold for very long.
So I guess this is where we part company.
This is supposed to be the happiest time of my life, but it's not because... I may as well tell you, everybody else knows. My baby's father is David Hayward.
Well, that certainly explains why you're so upset.
David's stalking me. Every time I turn around, he is in my face, reminding me that he's going to steal this baby. And he will not stop until I am erased from my son's life. My God. I am so jealous of you. Anonymous donor, no strings attached. That baby is all yours.
I mean, is that really what you'd want? You want to raise this baby alone? What about Jake?
I'd give anything for Jake to be this baby's father. He would be so perfect. You thought so too. You wanted Jake to be Colby's father.
Yeah, well, that didn't work out.
How do you feel now?
Oh, no, Jake and I, we are just friends. I mean, listen, I saw all those same qualities in him that you do, and I wanted those for my baby, not myself. So trust me, you have nothing to worry about.
Except that this baby is half Hayward.
Listen, I see how much you love this baby, and he can feel it. That love, that will keep him safe from David. And it's going to make him grow into a wonderful, wonderful person.
I just want him to have a really great life.
Isn't that what Jake wants?
The three of us as a family, that is my dream. But it'll never happen. David won't let it.